Hello and welcome to the video programming the Arduino Uno in pure C. Today I want to show you how to program in real C and not using the Arduino IDE. Why? Because we want to get a better understanding of Arduino and wiring, the programming language, the dialect of C that is used by the Arduino IDE is a simplification of C and of the Arduino architecture. And so when you want to program a library, for example, you will need the knowledge how the AVR microcontroller works internally. And also that there might be some speed and size reasons why you might want to prefer to program in real C. Also, you can use that knowledge to program other AVR microcontrollers, like the AVR Tiny or the other controllers from AVR for microchip. And so there are a couple of reasons. And first we need to install the GNU toolchain. So I'm here under Ubuntu Linux. If you have different operating systems, you might need different commands, but I use Ubuntu here. And so therefore I need to use this apt-get install, the GVR. So I just enter my password here. Obviously, I already have that installed already. So, and here the GCC AVR, that's the cross compiler that you need. So when you want to program on an Intel PC, but for the AVR microcontroller architecture, you need this compiler and a couple of tools like the debugger, the AVR libc and AVR Dude. That's the programmer. The AVR Dude actually transfers your code onto your Arduino Uno. And then we also need the make tool for the build file, the make file, that makes it more efficient so that you don't have to enter all the compiler commands manually. So here I've prepared the LEDs.c program. And here you see the program is not too long. So it's a blinking LED the LED is on port 13, and then we have to think about how that works in pure C. So first you have to import the AVR IO library, and then we define a couple of constants like the time it takes in milliseconds for the LED to be on and to be off. So it's 5,000 milliseconds, that's 5 seconds. And here you see we use the delay ms function, and that's provided by this delay library that we include here. And so when you want to use the ports, they are a bit differently used here in this pure C, because normally we have the pin 13, that's also what's written on your Arduino IDE, and that's in the documentation normally, but you need to look at the schematics to know which port that is when you use it in C, in pure C. So here I've opened the schematics, here you can see. And there are different ports. So when you see here is written the port, how it's on the Arduino 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. And now you look where the line goes, and the the pin 13 goes right here to PB5. So that's the B port and the pin 5, and here we have from PB0 to PB5 all pins, and so we need PB5 here because that's where our LED is located. So it's in 13 and the ground. If you need other pins, you can also use PC, the PC pins. The ports PC is here from PC0 to PC5 and PD0 to PD7. And they transfer to these port numbers that you used, or the pin numbers that you're used to in the Arduino. So what we are doing here is first to writing a bit into the port, in the pin 5 of port B for output. So you know that from Arduino programming you need to first set a pin for output. That's done here. So it's the DDR-B, and B is the port B. So because we are here in the B port, and then the 5 is the 5th bit. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so that is the 5th bit, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so when you want to turn the LED on, you write to the port B and also the 5th pin. And that's also here in bits. So that's binary code here, 0B, that's binary. And then it delays for 5 seconds and it's turned off here again. So, and when you want to compile that, I've prepared a simple make file. And here you see the GNU compiler, the AVR GCC compiler, and it's taking a couple of flags. And it basically takes the LED-C program and converts it into an led.object file. And then this LED object file is again compiled to LED file, and that is then with object copied into Intel hex format that can be used by the AVR dudes to transfer it to the microcontroller. And so when we do that here, we just say make. Okay, we already did that, so I make clean. Then the old programs are gone, and now make again. So you see it has created these files .o and the hex file and the LED file. And now we want to deploy that. So and for that we use the deploy target. And this takes the LED hex file and uses the AVR dudes programmer for the ATmega328P, and that's actually the microchip on your Arduino Uno. It uses this port, that's the Arduino USB here. My computer, that's dev TTY USB 0. On your it might be different. You can see the port number when you go into the Arduino IDE and look for the port. And then you can enter the number or the name here. And this B is the baud rate. And then it's taking here the LED hex file and flashes it onto your device. So I just say make deploy. And now AVR Dude has programmed this onto my Arduino Uno. And as you can see, the LEDs are now blinking for 5 seconds on, 5 seconds off. And yeah, basically you can play around with this and have fun. If you have questions, further comments, please enter them below. And would be great if you subscribe, or if you liked it, you can also give it a thumbs up. Thanks.